So here we are on the edge of one of the outermost trails, and the growth is slow back here because it's nice and wooded and thick. I cleared out a lot of this stuff kind of a few years ago, but then I defined the paths a little bit, maybe over a year. And as I kind of walk through here, I'm looking at um, a lot of trails from the animals coming through here, and I'm thinking about expanding this trail, going back through here, thinking about going up through this section right here for the newest trail. Now, back over here, the dry pond sits way back over there, but I want to go back around it. Now, it's wetland down there. Um, I know it don't seem like it's a down, but if you look up here, it's a slope, a gradual slope that goes up all the way up back up there to the homestead. And right through here, I wouldn't mind cutting through a path right up through here and then winding back around. And I got another path that comes down up through here and maybe try to go around it and link it back around. So that's kind of what I would like to do. I started it, but if y'all can see that limb right there that's hanging, it broke and almost got me. So with all these vines and stuff, I'm just gonna wait till it gets a little bit cooler, and then everything kind of go dormant, and try to work my way down through there so Annabelle and I can kind of do our job to go down through there. That's an area I have never been before. I'm looking curious. I'm real curious about doing it, and seeing a certain portion of the land I haven't seen before. So I've walked a little bit right at the edge, but I haven't gone further than what the thicket in the background is. So I want to check that out and see, you know, see what I see. Hopefully this fall, going into the winter when it cools down, and I'm going to be working on that. So hopefully by this time next year, I have a new path cut through right there. Right there look like it'd be a perfect place for a little pond, just a little pond. It's already naturally, kind of like naturally formed. It seemed like at one time it used to hold water right here. Probably any times we get a lot of rain, probably does hold water. But this is one of the lower portions of the property. And as we go deeper for as going back here, you can tell the vegetation, everything start to change a little bit. Now, one thing I did want to kind of talk to you all about and communicate to y'all was don't do so much cleaning on your land if you want to keep the natural habitat how it is. And let me share this. I'm not trying to tell you what you need to do with your land, but if you really want to get the native plants, you want to keep not only some covering, some buffering. I get it, it's nice, and you come from the city a lot of times, you want to clear everything out. But what you want to naturally be able to navigate through your property. It's fine, you cut some pathways, but you want to leave this because all of this is enriching the soil. It's also leaving habitats for grubs, for termites, for a lot of different things, which brings natural animals to your property. Which means if by any chance you need the food on your property, it needs to know that it's here on your property. So it's a blessing. And not only that, in the time of just peace, and if everything stays good and nothing goes awry, you can still enjoy the nature, the sounds, the sights, and just being in tune with nature. So I always encourage people, it's fine. You clear out some area and make it where you can navigate and make you move around, but you want to leave some natural spots on your property if you can. If you got a large amount of land, you want to leave some natural, because what I try to do with my paths is I try to make them as natural as possible. Like, you can see them there, but I don't need to put gravel down. I don't need to put none of that other stuff down. Don't need to carve this out, but I want it to stay natural. That way, it still provides a natural habitat. And as you can see, this path right here that I cleared out, it still maintains its natural type look and feel. And so you see the path, it's there, but it's other paths that nature makes. And I like to leave them just as they are. So I want to be a guest on EcoNation and not an intruder. So I want to kind of cohabitate with nature and keep it like this, because to take all this in is just so beautiful, y'all. It's just straight beautiful once you just sit back and look at nature and just be back here by yourself, and just, it forces you to whisper. It forces you to unwind and relax. All right, until the next time, y'all stay well, stay blessed, and don't forget to keep on growing. Grow. Ain't that right? Grow. Say grow.